Hello, everyone. Welcome to my first Facebook Live. Now, I'm watching on Facebook and there's like a 20-second lapse in what I am saying and what I can see, so just bear with me if things go a little crazy tonight. Um, I might be flipping back and forth. I'm going to try to record this as we're going, so those of you guys that are on, uh, can't watch on Facebook, can watch later on YouTube. There, that might be better. I can see what I'm doing as I do it. So welcome. Uh, we haven't seen each other in a little bit, and I thought I'd check in and let everybody know what's going on. I have some cards that I've posted and some cards that I haven't posted. So just tune in for just a little bit and see what's going on. First, I want to, if you're not following or getting my emails, this is one of the cards that I've got on my blog right now, Sending You a Paper Hug. I think everybody can use sending paper hugs, and I'll show you what set that comes from in a minute. This is the hot air balloon punch that's mixed with the magnolia dyes. And I had made this and shown just the flower a while ago, but I wanted to bring this back out because they just added some stuff to the clearance rack, and the this hot air balloon punch is still on the clearance rack. So if you want to get this look, it makes great petals. If you've got some designer series, now the stamp set's not there, but the punch is. If you've got some designer series paper, that would make great hot air balloons. Probably good for graduation, baby, lots of different things. So there's this card right now. And then I wanted to just share with you this one real fast. Now this has got some leftover paper pumpkin pieces in it. This ribbon is paper pumpkin, the tissue's paper pumpkin. This is actually, this silver right here is actually a Oreo cookie wrapper. So you can find lots of different things around. Yes, you can see this, but you can see snowflakes behind. I stamped the snowflakes on white cardstock and then stamped some snowflakes on the tissue paper and wrapped it around. So that's why you've got snowflakes in the background and snowflakes in the foreground. I liked the look of that. So yeah, don't throw, you can use your tissue paper out of your paper pumpkin or anything that you get tissue paper in. Don't throw it away. You can use it for your cards. The sets that I used on those, the Sending You a Paper Hug, it comes from this Comfort of Hope. Great stamp set. I like the background images, love this one. Sometimes there are no words and know that I care about you. Great sentiments for comfort and hope. They're going to be on several cards that I'm going to show you tonight. And then this one's Positive Thoughts. And I love this Hugs, Prayer, and Love. And this one's got dies that go with it. That will cut out the butterfly and the feather and this thing and a couple other things I'm going to show you. Sending positive thoughts and feel good wishes. I think we can all use a little bit of those right now. So I'm using these sets tonight. These are again on my blog. This was left over from the paper pumpkin, and I laid it down and sponged. Yep, you can see that. Laid it down and sponged around it and did the same thing on here. But what I really wanted to show you tonight and what this video is about color. So a long time ago, I get this magazine that gives me like paint samples and paint rooms. And I ripped out a whole bunch of paint things. So here was my first one. They're called Lime Foam, Pink Mimosa, and Tawny Birch. I'm not quite sure if I would ever paint anything those colors, but I thought, hey, this would be a great card combo. So I pulled out Very Vanilla, Mint Macaron, and Petal Pink. So we didn't really have the Tawny Birch, but I thought I got pretty close on the others. So I want to show you what I came up with for that. So sorry. This was the card that I came up with. Comfort and Hope again here. Here's the theme, the little butterfly. This is in the die cuts. There's the feather in the die cuts. This was the leftover from the June paper pumpkin, and I didn't actually use them on any of my paper pumpkin things, so I had lots of them to use on cards. This I hand cut, I didn't use the new punch, and put one in here. Now, this is supposed to have all of those little things. Maybe you can see punched out, but I put it through my Big Shot. Bear with me here a second. Put it through my Big Shot just like this, long ways. And it didn't get enough of the surfaces, so it didn't punch out any of those holes. It wasn't thick enough or something. If you're doing something intricate like that, try putting it on an angle, and then it'll hit more of the roller as it goes through. It just hit a little bit right here, so it didn't. And this is what happens when your dies jump and you don't fasten them down. I don't know if you can see here, but I ran it through once, and I wanted to run it back through, and it hopped, and you can see they over kind of lapped each other. Yeah, so I kind of got two funky feathers and two little funky things here. So this, it ate my feather. So tape them down, or use your magnetic one, or don't let them jump when they go through with old dies. So my next color swatch that I got is this one. This one says Really Teal and Minute Mauve. I'm not quite sure how that is anywhere close to mauve. It's a brownie color, but I guess it does have some pink in it. They actually painted the ceiling this. I'm not sure I'm that bold, but this looks like Designer Series paper in the background. So you can see where I'm going with the magazine here and getting my color samples. So I pulled out Pretty Peacock and Sahara Sand, which I decided looked really good together. So I've made those, and ta-da, simple little card. I did stamp this off because I wanted it lighter. Again, leftover paper pumpkin, sending positive thoughts and goodwill wishes. And I doubt you can see it, but I did use this little crosshatch in the background, just really lightly on the card with some Versamark, so it gave just a little bit of texture to my Sahara Sand. And then stamped a little one on the inside. Definitely gonna have to use an inside piece on this one because the peacock's a little dark. So then, this was the last one. Well, they mixed this one. It was actually two colors now that I'm reading. And this one's labeled Cardboard is the name of this paint chip. And this one is Refreshing Teal. I didn't go the teal direction on this. You can see in just a second. I went for cinnamon, or no, this one is the soft Seafoam, that pretty green, and then Night of Navy, and then I added the Cinnamon Cider. Now I'm going to show you the card that I made, and I just kept going. I just started and I just kept going, and it got a little darker than I intended, but I think the result was okay. I'm not quite sure I'd ever make the card again, but you know, we live and learn. So I started with the Cinnamon Cider, and I stamped, you almost can't see them anymore. I stamped this flower with the cinnamon cider on Cinnamon Cider, and then I decided it needed something. So I stamped, oh, I lost track of what I stamped. I did the circle from the Comfort and Hope, but that was I did the circle from Comfort and Hope, but I did that in navy, and that was just too bold with the flowers. So then I went in and stamped some background. I think I used this one. And then I decided I needed to just sponge it. So I just added some sponging of the cinnamon and the navy, and I just kept going, and that's what I ended up with, a very dark piece. But with the light cardstock, I didn't think it looked too bad. And I did take, hey, those paper pumpkin leaves again, but this time I sponged them. Oh, actually, I didn't sponge them. I had an interesting technique for that. I colored those and then popped up some words. Sometimes there are no words. I decided with the dark that this would make a decent sympathy card. Know that I love and care about you on the inside. Since it's light, I could stamp right in it. But so what I did for that, I can't reach an ink pad right now, but I laid one of these on top of an ink pad and took the ink pad and flipped it over and just stamped the whole thing. So I had some pretty, I wonder if that's still around. I had some pretty paper that had this in the negative, my scratch paper, but that was a great way to cover those vellum things. It just worked perfectly. So those color things are what I wanted to share with you tonight. I have another idea. I think the next one we do is going to be all about different lines and how you can get all sorts of little different types of lines in your stamping. I've been seeing lots of things lately, and there's been people doing painted lines and lines with cardstock and all sorts of things. So stay tuned. I don't know exactly when that will be yet. It will be yeah, it'll probably be October. And we're going to try to do this once a month. But before you go tonight, I just want to remind you of a few things. The Stampin' Emboss machine is available now. The larger one, the smaller one, we don't know when yet. So the larger one was available starting yesterday. You can order that. It's $120, or you could host a show and get that at a discount. There is a special to join in September. Here in a second, I'm going to try to do a screenshot view so you can see both of those things. But in September, they're going to give you some cardstock and pre-made like packaging, so you have cards ready to go for a demonstration or make and take. And then you also get 2 free sets in that, in addition to all the other things you get when you join Stampin' Up, plus a discount. And then don't forget that there's a clearance rack going on. I am going to place an order, so if you want to place an order, get to me by Thursday, which is tomorrow by 7 p.m. and I'm going to place an order, and there are some good things on the clearance rack. There's lots of things in the new book. You need to start getting ready for your Christmas stuff, so if you need any last minute things to work on cards, let me know. And the last thing, they made an announcement yesterday that there are, I don't have many details, but I do know that there are going to be 2 celebrations in 2021. So there's something to look forward to. So I hope you enjoyed your time. I haven't kept you on here too long tonight. If you've got any questions, reach out to me. You can message me through Facebook. You can email me. Don't forget to check out my blog. I'll post the pictures of the cards that I showed you tonight. I'll post them in picture form later on this week, so you can actually have a still shot of them if you want to study them. And enjoy the rest of your evening. Thanks for tuning in. Oh, I was going to do the screen view. So hold on just a second. I think I can show you. Aha. So here are the 2 stamp sets that you'll get for free. Queen Anne's Lace and So Much Love. If you join in September, you'll get those through September. And then these kits to make certain cards and some rhinestones. And then this is the Stampin' Embossing thing. Hopefully my screen share worked and you can see that. So have a good evening. Keep stamping. Let me see what you've done. I'm always anxious to see what everybody's come up with. Have a good night.